Okay, go into my live stream. All right, so we have our podcast, Dark Side of the Web. The next episode, entitled Narrow Body, is coming up on Sunday, and we thought we would give you a look into our process. It's nothing special. I mean, you can likely find tutorials on how to animate elsewhere that are much better done. But this is sort of a look behind the scenes as to what it is that we're actually doing to try and protect children online. So let's take a quick peek. Everything is done very simply on an Apple computer. And here we have some of our frames that have been imported. Here is the scene. So let's contextualize this first of all. What is the episode about? First off, we have a home in which an interview is being completed. This is sort of a Barbara Walters style interview. Now, the two main characters in the story, one is being interviewed, one is interviewing, and we have probably about 190 different illustrations that were given to us from our illustrator, Daria, in the UK. One of the things that we have to rely on as a nonprofit is the kindness of strangers. And Daria was kind enough to give us about 190. I want to say, let's see here, 197. Or sorry, that may be inaccurate because some have been added to this file, but around 190 files, and they are basic JPEG files. So here's a basic scene as to what it looks like. And when we have the raw images like this, one of the problems we first noticed, which we need to overcome, is we're trying to animate this episode almost completely in sync with the dialogue. And that hasn't been the case for most of the episodes from Dark Side of the Web. But for this, we actually have most of the frames completed for the episode. One of the issues is that for one frame like this that is back to back or should be back to back with another frame, we have on the right hand side here, this character's arm is going up and down, and then the microphone is being brought up. So we need to resolve that. So one of the ways that we're resolving that is by taking the mouth from So we're going into Photoshop now, and we're going to alter Daria's images, which I don't want to do, but it seems that we have no choice. So here we are in Photoshop, and we have just a selected frame here, 27. And what we want to do is essentially, avoid this, oops. What we want to do is avoid this hand going up and down, because it seems like Daria didn't focus on just the mouth moving. So we have to essentially take the mouth from another scene and paste it over to create some more natural looking lips for the dialogue being spoken. So let's show you what has been done here. So another frame here. So if we just focus in on this right side of the frame, we see a pair of lips taken from another frame. And now if we get rid of those lips in sort of a fashion that makes it the timing kind of right, we can now make this character speak without her head bobbing around everywhere, because there seems to be like frames where her lips are moving in one frame, but then her head has bobbed somewhere else, or her hand has gone up and down. So we can't really manipulate the body. And what we really want to focus on are the lips to kind of, this is a sit down TV interview that's happening in this episode. The episode generally is about a viral product on social media. And this viral product is a health product. And it is a very serious threat to someone's health by consuming this product. But it's viral, so it's popular and people want to experience it. And this is sort of an undercover expose interview. The scenes are really well done as far as the acting is concerned. I'll give you just a hint as to what it sounds like here.
Bigger than some of my friends. So I started dieting, but dieting's hard. You're basically starving yourself. So I worked on a recipe for what became Narrow Body. Now people can stay full and stay healthy.
Don't protein powders usually increase muscle mass and weight?
That's what separates us from other protein shakes.
All right, so that's a little bit of the episode that's coming up on Sunday. So after we're done here in Photoshop, we're now going to take these edited images to our editor. And in this case, it's just iMovie. So now we are going to import those frames that were created in Photoshop with the lips moving. And those are where did they go? 27. And so we're just importing them here. We're just dragging them in here. And what we're going to do is increase the time a little bit. Oh. We're gonna. So we can see here, the one has been the edited shot. The one was this is the natural shot that was given to us by Daria. And now here is the mouth from another scene. So we're going to increase the time that's on screen here. And you'll get this in a second. So flipping back and forth here, you can see the lips are now moving. Now what we're going to do is copy and paste this a few times. And now we should have a sequence of the woman on the right with her lips moving. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. We can increase the timing on the lips moving. But essentially, this is how most 2D or 2D animations are made. They're just made by putting a series of still frames in order and then playing them at real time. So hopefully you got something out of this video and a peek behind the scenes. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe for more and catch this episode of Dark Side of the Web, which is coming up this Sunday here on YouTube and on our podcast platforms, Google, Apple, and Spotify. And we can't wait to share with you this episode, as well as the next episode, which also has an appearance from Taryn Manning. So our last episode of season 1 is coming up on Sunday, February 13th. That is the last episode of Dark Side of the Web. And then we're going to be taking a break, retooling a little bit, and hopefully coming back with a season 2 later on this year. So again, thanks for watching. If you want to donate to this project, which would be super helpful, get on our website, helpusdefend.com, or Google it, Help Us Defend, all one word, and that will take you there. Dark Side of the Web. You can also play on your home devices now. We finally got the home devices programmed. So if you say, okay, Google, play Dark Side of the Web, it's going to pull up our podcast. You may have to say podcast. I'm not sure. Some devices, it may be different, but anyways, so that's a little look behind the scenes. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.